turned by a smooth talker, we're about to do you a big favor. Our next guest became the world's greatest pickup artist after he penetrated a secret society of men who share tips on getting any woman they choose. Yeah, right. And he's revealing all of the tricks of the trade right here today. So please welcome the author of the game, Niel Strauss. Niel, welcome to the
All right, thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
Now, I never even knew this existed, the secret society of pickup artists. So you're actual groups of guys that go all over the world. They get together, they trade tips on how to manipulate and maneuver into a woman's pants, okay?
This is... Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Hit for the jugular, but I'll explain it.
Yeah,
and that's
so
okay.
What kind of guys are involved in this?
These are guys who 70% are what you'd expect. Really, you know, computer nerds, engineers who really are 25-year-old virgins. Or one guy was
like a Baxter.
like a back. What is a Baxter?
A Baxter's like that guy who's your best friend but has a crush on you and you have no idea.
That was me. I was the Baxter.
Exactly.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
And or guys, there was one guy who was 26. He was so good looking, but he never even held a woman's hand before he was so shy.
So these guys are legit.
So
they're not trying to. You're saying the opposite then?
Well,
they're trying to come up with the
eventually they
lines
have to get there if you want to have a child. So
Yeah.
eventually everyone's going to get in someone's pants.
Yeah,
Eventually.
true. Right.
But
Science says.
science says.
But what did you? I mean, you said before you became part of this group, you were sort of an average chump, right?
Right. They call them AFC as an average frustrated chump.
Average
Those are the
frustrated
guys
chump.
who just don't know what to do. They're the guys who end up being the Baxter.
So what did you learn that helped transform you by
Oh my God.
to becoming the world's best pickup artist?
Oh my God. All right. Right now I'm the world's best boyfriend, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Which
like
probably
that.
that's her right there. Yes. But
So it worked.
what I learned is this. I used to be like super insecure. I used to look a lot different. I was very insecure about my looks and thought my nose was too big. I'm only 5'6". I'm super skinny. All these things. I used to really think about plastic surgery. But I learned that I could go fully on my personality, just know what to say, how people work socially. And I could go out there, and if I could still be considered the world's greatest pickup artist and still look like this, then I can finally be happy with myself.
But you're talking about doing things that have nothing to do with being a pickup artist, but
Right.
just being identifying with yourself and feeling comfortable
All right,
with
so
yourself.
let's break it down.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
You're too hard. Go ahead.
People have really paid a lot of money. They got to the point where people wanted to hear
Right.
sort of like tips
They
from you.
pay,
So
not
what
me,
did you
but some
teach
other guys.
yourself and
Yeah.
what did you...
The guys
teach
in the
people?
society get paid. They are
Right.
basically the motivational gurus. is
Right.
the way to put it,
Right.
right? And you say that there's specifically two
Right.
parts of the game.
Right.
There's the opener
Right.
and the negs.
That was the beginning, and I'll break it down. 'Cause
Come on, help
it was
me.
fun watching Mike totally get shot down.
Okay.
And then,
gorgeous as he
as
is.
gorgeous as he is.
Go ahead, babe.
Because, thank you. So, basically, pickup lines don't work. Because if a pickup line worked, every guy would be using it, obviously.
Yeah.
And the whole goal is not to make someone uncomfortable when you meet them.
Right.
Right? So these guys are walking around and they're doing pickup lines that make people uncomfortable. So you
So give
can't...
us one that doesn't make us uncomfortable.
Yeah. What would you say?
Okay, here's the thing. It's not about a line. You can't hit on someone, and this is for men as well as women. You can't hit on someone until they're attracted to you. Then you're allowed to hit on them, right?
Okay, so pretend we're just
Okay.
meeting you and I in a bar.
Okay. What bar are
And
we
I'm
at?
my usual self.
Right. Exactly.
Give me the opener. Come
All
on.
right, I'll give you the opener. Let's just say you guys are all together, right? I'll walk
Oh, we're
in.
traveling as a group
You
now?
know what? You're not going to be in a bar
Get to
alone.
it.
Because most people are together. I'll walk in,
Yeah.
and I'll just start a general conversation. I'll say, hey guys, let me get a quick opinion on something. I'm here with my friends over there, and we're having a discussion. And a friend of mine's been dating this girl, and we want some advice. And I can only stay for a second because I have to leave soon. So really quickly, you've been dating a guy for 3 months, and he's still friends with his ex-girlfriend. How do you feel about that?
You're
They're
brilliant.
doing the view.
Thank you.
You know why that's brilliant? Because girls always think we know. So now
Right,
we
right.
turned our
Exactly.
Yeah.
right
Exactly.
through you. That was
Exactly.
good.
Thank you. You know what?
I love that.
You know
What
what?
did you gain? Because you're then going to leave
You're
right
dating
away.
Right.
Dear Rabbit.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know the funny part is, we always do, thousands and thousands of guys have said this all over the world, and they've met people, and you always say when they're giving their opinion, you go, you know what, you guys are awesome, you're just like The View. And you always get a great laugh.
Oh, okay.
What's a neg?
A neg is,
There, you did the
and
opener.
now, the
now
opener,
neg.
and I'm going to point out one other thing, which is always say, when you're about to meet someone, say, I got to go soon and rejoin my friends. Because as soon as someone approaches you, the first thing you think is, when are they going to leave?
All right. So
So-
you give them, they're comfortable
They
because
can
they know
relax
you're
and
going to
listen,
get
right.
So you let them know you're leaving.
Right. 'Cause it's easy to be cynical, but I went out and tried and failed thousands of times before we figured this stuff out.
Give me the neg.
Okay, the neg. The neg is the idea that, again, you want to demonstrate that you're not hitting on someone. So the neg is a way to show that, to actively, some guys, they see a beautiful woman, and they're like, I'm going to be cool, I'm just not going to pay attention to her. That'll show I'm cool. But she's not noticing him, so who cares, right?
Right.
So, or they'll be like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous, and she's like, okay, thank you, next.
Yeah.
So if you meet a woman, for example, and she says she's a model, you're like, oh, a hand model?
A hand
So the idea is, you're actively demonstrating you're not interested in her. And that's what you do at first. Because
And why is that a turn on? Just so I make sure.
it's not a turn on. It's all.
It's a little bit the entry, like just trying to get them into discussion. Is
So
that
she
it?
doesn't feel like you're.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because we don't want something that comes to us easily. We want to work for it.
What
Right?
if the woman's not a model? She's just a regular girl. Say, are you a hand model? Thank you.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm a hand model.
And actually, and to tell the truth, I don't like the neg, but the idea of the neg is this. You're being the older brother who's treating her like a bratty little sister.
Like a backhanded compliment.
Like a backhanded compliment.
Backhand compliment.
Or you're being, the guy in high school she had a crush on but was too cool to notice her. You want to be that guy because we all want to feel like we work for something.
Right, right.
So,
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
now you said you got out of the game.
I got out of the game.
When you met Lisa, okay,
Right,
who's
there's
here in
Lisa.
the audience. So, Lisa, how does it feel to be dating the greatest pickup artist of all time?
Oh, God.
What line did you fall for?
Well, I didn't fall for any of it. I think that's why he liked me.
Yeah.
And then, but basically, he didn't use any lines or anything like that. I actually got to know him, and he did this kind of, indirect way of making me attracted to him. But basically, I think I did not fall for any of the major stuff, like the trying to get him to kiss me and different things like that. But basically, I think that in the end, I'm with him, so maybe I did fall for it. I'm not sure.
Is there a way that you tell people how to get a kiss?
Oh, yeah.
These guys, it's amazing. And
Come on
again,
now, you giving up to them. You
these
leaving
guys,
good stuff out.
these guys have everything broken down, every single part broken down, but it doesn't always work. Everybody's different, right?
How do you get a kiss?
What's the best way to get a kiss?
Okay, what's seriously the best way to get a kiss?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Come on now.
All right.
No, you have a semi, please. Don't do that. So I couldn't take that again.
Come on, baby.
Okay, the first thing is, you can't kiss someone until they're ready to be kissed. Number one rule. So you look for what they call IOIs. These are indicators of interest, right? So for example, if I take I'm not going to, why not?
Go ahead.
If I take someone's hands and hers is flat on me, it means you're not ready to be kissed. But if she squeezes my hand back, I know there's a little bit more of a connection, right?
So body language.
So look, so I'm watching body language, I'm waiting until I know. She's
Right.
keeping my eye contact.
Yeah, I say.
If I stop talking and she says so, it means she wants to continue the conversation.
Right.
If she pops a breath mint, she may want to kiss.
Exactly. If she's eating onions, maybe not. Exactly. So you wait till someone's ready to be kissed.
Interesting.
Right? But even if someone's ready to be kissed, you can make them uncomfortable. And that was my whole life. I was always the guy who couldn't kiss the girl. And I literally just, for 6 months, I was asking these guys for tips. Here's finally what you do. You slowly escalate, which is you can smell someone, they smell nice, then you back off. 2 steps. I can't believe I'm teaching.
Come on. That's why we had you on the show.
I know. Let me explain this.
I like that as a pickup, though. What do you weigh? I like the way you smell. That's good.
Yeah.
What perfume
You start off
are you
slow.
wearing?
And then you
Right.
back off.
Yeah.
Then you back off.
And then you go
Right.
just a little
Right.
bit farther the next time, and then you
Exactly.
back off.
But this
Exactly.
is good tips for guys. We need you to come up with some tips for women.
I'll tell you
how
some
they
great
should
tips.
do it.
A lot of this works. I'll tell you some great tips.
Next time you come back, you'll have to do the other side, all right? Our thanks to Niel Strauss. The game is in bookstores now, but everyone in the studio audience is going home with a copy. We'll be right back. Thank you, Niel.